Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome here to VanillaTV, where we have an awesome night of Team Fortress 2 action in store for you guys. Here with the ETF2L, pretty much last week of the Premiership action so far this season. Season number 14, where there's a very clear gap between the top and the bottom. And while last week we've been focusing on the top end, this week we're going to focus on the bottom end, at least at the start of it, and that's today. Today's going to be probably the most important match out of all the games that we're still going to see, at least for the bottom end. There's one relegation playoff spot that is still going to go to someone, and both of these teams is hoping it's not going to be them. We're going to see Quarantine going up against the Pokemons, and we've seen both teams a lot this season. And to be fair, Byte, I think you've seen a fair share of these teams yourself, probably played against a couple of them with Elements of Violence a little bit as well.
Yep. Indeed. Good evening, everyone. And yeah, no, like you said, this is going to be a very interesting game because it is the safety zone for either team to stay in Prem, so to speak. Whoever loses this will have to contend for their second match if they have one spare. I think it's only Pokemons that have another game in hand.
Well, Quarantine is Crackland, but
yeah.
Do we really count that as an opportunity?
Well, you never know. It's still a game at the end of the day. If they manage to get a point, it's enough. Could be.
That's a fair point, actually. Yep.
So anything, anything, they'll take anything else, so to speak. So I do think this is the game, though. I mean, if one team wins this outright, 6 points, then they are safe for sure. Taking a look at the ETF2L table, and at the moment they're all on 3 points. Aren't they? Quarantine, Pokemon, and damage control. With Pokemon...
In a very weird scenario, 9 points could not be enough. But in that case, Pokemon wins this against Quarantine. Quarantine wins against Crackland, and Doctrinal wins against Pokemon. 6-0, all of them. Or 3-3, all of them. That doesn't matter. But they all need to have the exact same result. That's the most important bit. So, technically, because the odds of Quarantine winning against Quarantine... This is Quarantine winning against Crackland, sorry. Whoever wins this game is more or less through to, like, just staying in Prem, I mean.
Right.
So that's what we're playing for today. I'm curious. Pokemons, we haven't seen them play for a long while. They kind of started off with a couple of easy games. They got the win. The same way Quarantine did. I think they got the win over Pyrogen, but they ended up folding. And then they just played the top teams, and Pokemon still has 2 games against both Doctrine and Quarantine to go. They could essentially just still be there, very solid number 5 spot if they win the next 4 maps, but right now the pressure's on.
Yeah, I think Halter's mission would be obviously A, to stay in Prem. They want to continue, obviously, and B, get sort of the top half of the bottom half of Prem, so to speak. Yeah. So 5th, like you said, 5th or 6th. Now, obviously, there are only 3 points that they got because of Pyrogen folding. They lost the 6 points. Was against BFF, believe it or not, on Snakewater, wasn't it? 4-3 win against them. They lost 5-0 on Badlands to BFF, but then BFF somehow lost 4-3. So, well played to Pokemons, and it's going to be really interesting to see which team actually comes out on top here. Obviously, I'm sure, I don't know if you heard the saga or situation that Pokemon's had just before this game, about an hour before.
No, I have not heard that. What's going on?
Well, they were, I believe Haunter messaged the admins and saying that they're folding because Dan and Evilmoon will be making a new team. But then Gubbins to the super rescue, should I say, and said, no, we're not folding, let's finish the season off, it's almost done. Haunter's like, fine, okay, if the other 2 can originally play, then we'll play. So, yep, Evilmoon and Dan will be playing for this match and see how they do. So, yeah, obviously, Camfo, being the nice person that he is, he unfolded them, so to speak. Because they were actually technically folded.
Did it actually say so on the tables as well? Like, that was quite funny.
And Camfo reverted it, obviously, for the good of the league and so on. Obviously, people make mistakes. So, well done to ETF2L and especially Camfo for doing that. So, yeah, I'm glad, though, because then we have a game to cast place, don't we? So...
Yeah, it makes for an entertaining evening for us and the viewers, obviously, to just have this game to cast. And not to mention just the fact, like, I'm very curious to actually see whether or not Quarantine can bring back the good play they showed against Epsilon, because against Epsilon and Snakewater, they were actually good. Like, Of course, Numlock got so frustrated with Koeitje's engineer on Snake Water last that probably everyone from Epsilon was kind of sort of moaning around and everything. But it was still... Quarantine was 3-1 up, I believe. 3-1 or 3-2 up, and then the last 10 minutes they messed it up, and Epsilon just kind of pulled it back in true Epsilon style, like they always do in the second half.
Yes.
But Quarantine actually played well, and while they have not really been playing badly whatsoever this entire season, they're still only on one map win, and that is that's just too bad. Like, they couldn't manage to actually get stuff done against Doctrinal whatsoever. They tied against Doctrinal, and Pokemon's still got both of those teams to go, and as you said, got a map win off of BFF. And that obviously, purely by that statistic, Pokemon should be the favorite. But as you just explained about an hour ago, everything went to shit. I will not be surprised to see Quarantine show a more solid play here, and to have Pokemon's relying on their deathmatching skills more so than anything.
Yeah, I mean, out of those three, I've got to admit, Quarantine are, you know, on paper and how the results have gone and how the games have gone, even though they've lost them, they've always given a resistance to the top teams. And I think they've been the strongest, so to speak. But, obviously, now with Pokemon's, I don't know, confidence, momentum, team morale, cohesion, I don't know if Fonta and Co want to talk to Dan and Evilmoon so much, I don't know. But it's going to be interesting to see how Pokemon's can maybe, you know, regather themselves.
Let's see. We'll see if they are managing to do that, especially against Quarantine. Like we casted them last week, Byte. We did. They're so solid, as in they don't take risks. They're just like, no, we're backing up, and we're just gonna play this as safe as we possibly can. And that is just, oh god, it's a style of play that, when you look at the team that Pokemon's is forming at the moment, that is a style that can really mess the morale up of a team like Pokemon's. They can really get pissed off by that.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't actually be surprised if that's what we're going to see today. When Quarantine is playing this solid style and stupid plays coming out of the Pokemon at some point, trying to just save the game, even though they're obviously the odds are against them.
Maybe, but I do think that if they do get a magical moment or some passage of play where, you know, something sparks, then I reckon they'll take it and feed off that. But yeah, like you said, if Quarantine managed to contain this magical moment from Pokemon or from one of the players from Pokemon who does like an amazing bomb or something, then yeah, then it can go downhill very, very quickly. So looks like they've actually gone live.
Yeah, we have just actually gone live, actually. A couple of players switching spawns, but it is live. It is ready to rock and roll, and we have this game on our hands here as we have the Pokemons going up against Quarantine. Blue versus red, as always, here in ETF2L Season 14, powered by Twitch.tv, and obviously now hosted by VanillaTV with Pledge and Byte on the microphones. Animal is on the stream, and we're going to see this game. A lot is going to come down to Kid Over Fun. Also on this middle, the first middle, Byte, Gubbins already gone down. That's not a very good play from his side.
Boo is very weak though, he gets away. In fact, he's not very weak, he's half health. Haunter takes down Lemon. It's 5 versus 5 and they're still in, but Coinz has just gone down as well. The Doorman is still alive, remember. Therefore, spam and damage are going to come in. And yeah, Gubbins actually gets focused really well by the soldiers. Dual rockets onto him. No reply from him. Nothing he can do. But they're going to hold yard here. I think that's a bit risky for me, Pledge. Remember, they don't have a demo man. In fact, they are dropping out back now into CP2. They're just being cautious. Yep.
Yeah, they're walking slightly back here, just making sure they stand at the door entrance. Seeing what they can do here. They do have the new recharge. Everyone is spawned. It's going to be a general 6 versus 6 scenario. And with everyone just sitting in yard, I reckon Pokemon is the team that kind of just pokes out and see what they can do. And that's exactly what they do. Are they actually going to push immediately through? Yes, they are. Here they go.
I think Haunter's going to try and force early. Trying to kill the Delman. Is he going to get focused in time? He is very weak. Koeitje is very weak. They've lost 2 players here. Haunter's in trouble. He's going to go down. In fact, they're going to lose too many players here. It was a nice try by Pokemons to try and force it. They will get spawners in time for second if they drop back in time and don't lose any other players. They need to get out of yard and get back into CP2 just in case the Delman jumps on them. Quarantine very slow with this push.
Quarantine is going to go all the way on left-hand side. And we have a player advantage. That's usually the way to go. It's exactly what they do. Probably force Pokemon's back here, might be able to catch him off guard as they come in behind. And now we get this sort of weird switcheroo we've seen a couple of times before this season, where there's a massive Uber advantage coming out for Quarantine. They killed Gubbins early. Coinz does take down Fluido. It's a 5 versus 4 scenario with an Uber advantage for Quarantine. Surely they should be picking this one up unless someone goes huge on the Pokemons. So far doesn't look like that though.
No, it doesn't look like it, and seems to be some miscommunication there with Gubbins and the medic. on second. Gubbins was overextending onto the point. It looks like it's going to be a quick round to quarantine here, just under 2.5 minutes.
2.5 minutes or so.
I forgot to make my predictions pledge. My
No,
predictions.
we're not doing that anymore. We had a meeting with VanillaTV without you, and we all decided that everyone is just banned from making predictions this season.
I see.
Yeah.
God damn. My match fixing is over. It's all good.
That's all happened. I know you always bribe all of the teams, but that's not what's going to happen here. As both Downmans reaching this middle, and Gubbins seems to be in a little bit of trouble. Fuel has sort of free reign all over this. Now there's the pressure though. Fuel on 5 HP is going to be able to get out of there, and if Darn got that bomb onto Fuel, if he went down, I think this would have gone a lot better. But so far, it's tough. They're making it work though, the Pokemons. Well played to them.
Coach is being chased by 2 scouts. What can Koeitje do against 2 scouts? He's on 30 health, 9 HP, and he goes down, just gives up. And they are 6 down, it's a wipe. And it's the medic now camping. The medic should be pushing forward with the scout, which he is doing. And it seemed like that I don't know, it wasn't a planned passive-aggressive, but the only reason it was passive was because Gubbins was trapped up top, as you mentioned. And it sort of worked out for them, didn't it?
It kind of worked its way out. Like, if Darn got the immediate pick onto Fuo, that would have been a straight roll, but it took a little bit of time, but they managed to pull out the aggression in the corner. Perfectly synchronized, so it was perfectly fine, and as right now, we're going to see how they're going to come in here. Left-hand side, most likely coming in from left-hand side, as look, the Pokemons are looking at this. Soldier now is going to get Ubered in. He immediately goes to the sniper, takes Zappis down. Hunt has to pay for it with his own life, though.
They need to focus the heavy here, or they're in trouble. If the heavy doesn't go down, he's on 450 health. A Soda could be picked off. If he goes down, it's going to be... Yep, now the heavy, he can't get them in time. In fact, Gubbins goes down. He's on his own trying to focus. Yeah, there's nothing the scouts can do here. They are trying to go for the medic. The medic is going down. If that Soldier can aim a rocket on him. Oh, he goes and takes him down, Darn. Darn takes him down. He goes down. Actually, no, he's just managed to run away with...
Uh-oh. Darn, what are you doing? Equalize! Oh! I was really hoping for that one. Hunter's going to have a go, but obviously he knows that Heavy's not going to kill him anytime soon. He's going to be able to drop out of there. No problem whatsoever.
They have no medic. They're pushing in. They have no medic. You see, Gubbins is like, they have no medic.
Yeah, but to be fair, this might be a little bit over-exaggeration if they actually go in on this one. I don't think they're going to do it. No, they're not going to do it. They're just going to double this one.
Full Uber advantage. Yeah, they've
wait
already
for
got
that Uber. And probably, they need to focus the Heavy this time around, though, Byte.
Yes, definitely. And they need not to rush it, basically. Unless they see a sniper, there's no need to rush it. And now they're going the exact way where the stickies are, and Gubbins is... Ooh, okay, never mind. The stickies don't actually do anything. And the Heavy's running away. The Heavy's now trying to be focused, and the Downman are in the same place. That Heavy needs to go down. The Heavy's not gone down. Took too long.
Way too long. Yep. And
the medic goes down. The medic does go... Oh, headshot by Don. Headshot by Don. He's on the left. He's on the right side. Oh, he takes down the demo. Everyone's weak. Look at this one body shot, Don. Don could be a hero here. What can Don do?
Darn.
Nice,
okay,
one
more, needs that. Oh, he needs a body shot, he knows he needs a body shot, 9 HP, he's gonna get it, scout spawns, can he get the scout? No, he cannot, as the scout will end up shooting him down, and Darn, I think he took 4 down there. That was very well played by him, but it wasn't enough.
This point's theirs. If they focus on the point, they need to get on the point. No one's helping that Soldier, they are getting on the point now, there's no way he can hold this in time. And there you can see, well played. Yeah, man of the moment, that goes to Darn, really, doesn't it? Yep. Yeah, well played to him. And then Don checking out a chat message there. Pew pew.
it feels like one of those duck hunt games, right? What Don was doing there. He was sitting in that corner, just endlessly aiming, and he ended up getting the kills though. He was not focused whatsoever. But Pokemon's going to pick this one up. 1-all is going to be a scoreline. Here as we're going to the third middle. A middle that can go any way. Let's see. Does Gubbins have a little bit more space? No, it doesn't look like it at all. Fuo got him on lockdown once again.
And it looks like Quarantine are holding on the left-hand side. Dual Soldiers onto the left-hand side as well. Doing a lot of damage onto Coinz. Koeitje goes down for all his woe. The medic's been stickied out and they've lost 3 players here. Pokemon need to get out. Gubbins is in trouble. Gubbins is going down here surely. And it's just a scout who's already on middle. So basically Evilmoon will be dropping out. They did lose 3 players here. Yeah, that was a good pick. That's a good pick by Kyler. Because now they only have 3 players. They're trying to push. I don't know why. No, yeah, you see that they've dropped back now. They were going to push, but they realised they haven't got enough players. That extra player that Kyler killed has given time for Pokemons to hold second with ease, and maybe Yard, just depends how quick Quarantine
Did he kill a scout?
Yeah, he killed a scout, that's why.
It's cap time. Cap time all over the place that you just lose suddenly. Couldn't push on there. And Quarantine is going to have to sit back a little bit. Pokemons, did they position themselves in yard?
Ooh, they're pushing out now. It's going to be a clash here.
Yeah,
they're pushing right hand side. Right hand side. They need to be careful. Those scouts are going to get picked up. The medic taking a lot of spam here. He's on 91 health, and that soldier's going to have to be Ubered. He's been saved. Koeitje goes down, but the medic needs to be forced. Actually, that's not a bad trade if Haunter manages to stay alive along with the medic. If they do, Gubbins is saying that player is really weak. Unfortunately, Coinz goes down, so it's 5 versus 5. And Kyler is really weak here, but Fu goes down actually. The Delman for Quarantine, and they're going to have to drop out here. Quarantine know it because of the spam and damage that Delman can do. Interesting.
Kyler's going to go for the medic!
And he gets the medic, beautiful.
Kyler is sitting on that on the middle point, got this one single meat shot needed to take down Kritzonite. He did end up going down, and that's Kyler just immediately putting his stamp on this game, getting a couple of crucial picks already, keeping the Pokemons in this round.
Backup going on.
Backup needs to be covered. Darn is only 50 HP. He's not. He doesn't have enough health. He's gonna have to try.
The scout's dropped out. He's bluffed him. Scout's bluffed him. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, going back to that thing from Kyler, he's definitely a scout that is worthy in the top prem. Personally, he's such a good scout. He can done time after time so much damage for his team in every match, I believe. So. Going to be interesting to see. They have got a full Uber advantage here, Pledge. Are they going to push with it, or are they worried about the scout?
I'm guessing they're going to check first, like just be 100% sure. Where's the scout sitting?
I'm just trying to find where these stickies are. They need to start pushing. Really, they've already lost. They were on 80% Uber charge advantage, and it looks like they're just going to leave it. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, this is something I would expect from Quarantine, not from Pokemons. Let's be fair.
Yeah. Interesting, but never mind. Haunter would have easily calculated that out, unless he had no information about where that scout was. Maybe the scout is still hiding. I haven't actually seen. No,
he's gone.
He's gone. Wow, what a waste. That scout actually buys a lot of time for Quarantine, and now it's a stalemate situation. And there's a scout trying to push on the left. It looks like they're trying to push on the left-hand side here. Soldier with the medic. Lime here, just getting extra buff. He's going to try and force it. It looks like he's going to try and force it. Lime is trying to go in on the left-hand side and force it again. He's been blocked though. He's been completely denied. He doesn't get the chance to force it. He gets hit on the head and gets put onto the ground. Hence the lol comes out from him, because when he rocket jumped, he landed on someone's feet, or on top of someone's feet. Sorry.
Oh god! Now comes the speed from the Pokemons. Like, this is what they do. This is what they do best. Darn misses his jump completely. Second jump also not very accurate. Gets a scout though, and obviously second scout here. Yeah, second scout from Quarantine down really quickly. You can remember whatever you want, but without double scouts, you're gonna be down a little bit of frags, man.
Wow, both medics dropping their players here, and Evilmoon didn't actually Uber. And there's a scout now camping, and an Evilmoon will be saying, let's try and help this scout with the Doman. Remember, they do have Uber advantage, and most likely, Pledge, what will happen is the players, some of them, at least two of the Quarantine, are going to try and force. There is a scout on the left-hand side. Yep. Coach is in on the right-hand side.
He's in.
They've got to watch that. They've got to watch that.
He's looking. He's looking. What is he going to do? Darn actually picking up the spy now. Tries to get rid of their stalemate situation.
Oh, they haven't seen him. Oh, Soldier has. Just bad timing.
Koeitje mistiming that. Like, I guess
Kyler's
he could have watched that.
Oh, Kyler beats the one-on-one. Sorry there, Pledge. He was on 9 HP. It was Koeitje versus Kyler, and now they've got full Uber charge advantage. They need to just keep pushing now. They need to push. While the scouts cap this, the scouts should be capping this if they have a scout to cap, which they do. 2 scouts. Where are the sickies? They're not above the point. Scouts are getting a bit of damage here from top, but they still managed to push.
Their Byte. Why are they not going just like right then and there? They could have picked them off while Kritzonite didn't have that Uber, but he's 97% at the moment. He's got to pick that Uber up. Only drops Lemon. Now Lime goes down as well. Actually, both soldiers have dropped here.
Gubbins
and
might go down here.
losing Koeitje as well. It's 3 down.
Yeah, they are 3 down. So all they need to do here is, if I was Gubbins, I'd say get on the point here. Try and focus onto the point. But in fact, yeah, they are 2 players up here. It's just a down and get on the point. The point is what's going to save them here. Kritzonite getting a few slices, but he goes down, and it's 2-1 to Pokemons.
Yeah, I was a little bit surprised to see that Pokemons actually didn't push in there. They knew Kritzonite had used Uber. They knew they had a little bit of a window of time, but they decided to take an easy cap off that point first. In the end, it worked out. There's no way we can actually criticize that one.
Oh yeah, it did work out, but yeah.
Fourth middle, Gubbins so far has been on lockdown. He died the first middle, and then on lockdown the next 2 middles. Now fourth middle. Can he do a better job here?
Be interesting to see, but the stickies aren't there on the floor, so this time he hasn't got the same amount of damage done to him. And Fu's been taking a lot of damage. Kyler tries to take him down, but he gets picked off by Zappis. Haunter takes down Koeitje. They've just got total aggression, but the soldiers have actually dropped down to the point here, and they've lost 3 players here, 4 players here. Quarantine are crumbling here, Pledge, and it's just a soldier. He's going to get absolutely chased here, and he's going to go down. Coinz is saying, no way you get away with that. The medic is going to manage to get out here, I think.
No one cares about middle whatsoever. Everyone is rushing to Kritzonite. He is right there, and Kyler's chasing him. Kyler's chasing him out as fast as he can. Or is it Coinz? It is actually Coinz. I completely messed that up. And we're going to have to wait and see.
Looks like they're going to lose 2 players here, Pokemons. Oh dear, that
too
wasn't
aggressive,
needed.
I guess.
Yeah, that wasn't needed. And they are going to switch servers, so I've been told after this map, so who...
I got that memo as well. We're going to have to wait and see how this map's
they've overextended! Yes! Gubbins is going down, surely. Gubbins, oh my god, he gets away with it! No, he doesn't. Zappis kills him.
If he would have gotten away with that one, Byte, I would have slapped my head. Seriously, that should not have happened. He does end up going down, and Evilmoon, he has Uber, yeah, sure, but Kyler's down. Coinz is now going down as well, and it's already 3 down again for the Pokemons. So it's 5 reds versus 3 blues, and let's be fair, anyone who can do mathematics is going to realize which way this battle is going to go.
Got Koeitje, I wouldn't say whining, warning, I don't know, moaning that some of the quarantine players are warping on this server. Maybe they are, so they are going to switch server.
Yeah, I'm not sure. There seems to be a lot of server debate going on while the game
But Kritzonite goes down to Darn!
Oh.
While that distraction is under place. They have lost 3 players for it though. What can Gubbins do? He needs to pick up something, and he takes down the Demo Man! And as Haunter's just said, but let's just get back to the game. There's no point worrying about it.
This entire server chat, there's a lot of server chat going on. Let's just try to ignore it as much as possible because these teams are whining back and forth. Need to go back to the game, and the game is very simple, guys. At this moment in time, there's an assassination attempt trying to get done down. Evilmoon, but with 15 HP, he's barely going to be able to survive that one. And we see about 15 minutes left on the clock. Score very simply 2-1 still in favour of Pokemons. They are in the driving seat. They have the advantage in players, advantage in Ubers, advantage right now in pretty much everything. They're going to be looking to push middle here.
Yeah, no, they should do, and they need to push quicker. Does Kritzonite have crits? No, he doesn't. And we're going to see how they're going to play this. They're taking a lot of spam here. Darman's taking a lot of spam. Evilmoon does not want to use this unless he really, really has to. And Gubbins is like, yes, get ready to use this. Because I want to push them back here completely, but he's not actually doing so. If I was Gubbins, I would have just said use it and go forward and try and kill them, because they don't have it yet. And now they should get yard for free, which they are doing, because obviously they've been pushed back here, Pledge, and that scout is on his own. There is a pause on this server.
Yeah. I'm guessing this is a pause like in real time where they're actually like, okay, shut it, we're going to talk about servers now. That's my guess. Maybe someone dropped, but to be fair, that might actually be an unlikely scenario in the game that we're seeing. I don't know how much of this you guys can see. I think I saw Animal stream last week or something where he had the chat on, so I don't know if you guys can see it on stream or if you can't, but either way, there's a lot of server talk going on at this moment in time. Koeitje seems to be the main one, just complaining about the fact that he cannot seem to hit anything. Yeah, I would complain as well if I'd missed everything. Whether or not it was server or me, it doesn't matter. You just start complaining. It's the way it is. That's the way he is. And really, I don't know, like a lot of people seem to say server's bad, we need to change, something like that. Maybe that's what's happening now. We don't know. We have no idea. All we can say with absolute certainty is that the Pokemons are pushing right here with an Uber advantage and a 2-1 lead. They're looking pretty strong here in Granary so far.
Yeah, no, I think they are. I think Quarantine are ruffled, and I don't think they thought Pokemons would put up such a resistance or a good fight. So it's going to be interesting how they do react in the second half of this map. Like you said, they have got a slight Uber advantage. They actually had a much more Uber advantage if they had pushed out there more aggressively. I can't help but think if that was Broda, they would have just capitalised on that and then Ubered out and just killed the medic as he was in the yard there, dropping back into second. But nonetheless, first that's the difference between team levels in Premiership. But they are still ahead here with the Uber charge advantage pledge. I'm not sure what the problem is. I will message Gubbins.
Koeitje is now moaning and IRC as well, so this is just literally going everywhere at this moment in time. We'll have to wait and see, guys, how this exactly is going to happen, as both of these teams are very clear in their opinions. Hey, this server's not working out for us, and maybe with 15 minutes left on the clock we can just switch for the second half to another server and get this stuff done. We'll obviously give you guys the Uber, we'll give you guys the middle, all of that is fine, but we just want to play somewhere else. That seems to be the main consensus at the moment. where a lot of teams seem to be favoring to play on a better server. Maybe that's what's happening right now. We don't know. We have not been informed yet. But obviously, when we know, we will be able to tell you. And right now, we're just going to have to wait. We're just going to have to wait. And while we do that, actually, why not let me update you about the games that are going to be happening in the future? Very simply, 2 days from now, at March 5th, is, and I need to say this right, I'm quite sure it's Quarantine Crackland. Quite sure. And then it's BFF Crackland, from the top of my head. I'm not 100% sure on those games. I need to double check that. And give me a second why I'm doing that. Because I have actually seen this afternoon, but there's so many games happening this week.
Yep. One on Tuesday, one on Thursday, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, exactly.
As well. It's Crackland versus Quarantine.
Also, that one right.
And then BFF versus Epsilon Esports.
Right.
Now, I would say those are clinical, but as in, like, you know, something to play for. But I think, obviously, Epsilon Esports are already first. So even if they lost to BFF, it would make a difference. However, it does make a difference to BFF, actually, where they end up in the table. Does it, if I'm not mistaken, Pledge? Let's
be fair, though. Epsilon can close their eyes and win against everyone. They can turn off their monitors and win from everyone.
Could they have a bad day and still win? Yeah, no. Even if they won, actually, if they beat Epsilon outright,
they're second.
They're second. Yep. Which would obviously put Broda in third, and Crackland actually still have another game in hand, remember, to play
against Quarantine. Yeah,
against Quarantine, and if they beat Quarantine, actually they will go ahead of Broda. And if so, yeah, it's looking like, you know, the likely positions for first, second, and third. It's going to be Epsilon Esports, Crackland second, Broda third, and BFF fourth. That's how I see it with the games coming up, because BFF have to play Epsilon Esports. And Epsilon Esports might win. They might, as in, win. In theory, BFF can come up with a point or two, maybe. Never know. And Crackland versus Quarantine, again, unless Crackland have a really bad day, they should end up with 6 points, and they will be on 25 points, 1 point ahead of Broda.
And like the game between Crackland and Quarantine is Battlelands Granary as well.
Yeah,
I'm very much so assuming that Crackland is going to beat that purely on the fact that they're better. No weird strategies, nothing of the sort on those maps. Obviously, Granary Process could be a different story. Snakewater could be a different story, but on Battlelands Granary, that's not going to happen. And Crackland definitely going to have the massive odds to win that one. Maybe not by a large margin. It might not be 5-0, 5-0, but they are definitely the favourites to win that one. And obviously, BFF versus Epsilon, it might not be the closest game in the history of the world, but if BFF can take a couple of points there, that is massively into their favour with regards to the placing in the playoffs. And we'll have to wait and see how that goes. Midos in Twitch TV chat is asking us at the moment, do VanillaTV have the time to cast all matches? Yes, we do. I'm casting all of them. I put dibs right now. I put State of Eternal dibs on everything VanillaTV does. So yeah.
Okay, so I have the new information to attach a relay. So if you get disconnected on this relay, it'll be the same information. Just give it a few seconds, because I have to move it from the current server that you were watching on to another server, as they are moving servers, as you predicted, Pledge.
If you're watching here on Mumble, by the way, if you're watching on Mumble and Source TV, instead of the stream, just sit tight, don't do anything. The server, the relay is automatically going to switch.
Yep.
So that's going to be good.
Just setting that up now, just trying to connect and everything, so just bear with us.
It just switched for me. So that's okay.
Yes, excellent.
So we're switching over. My guess is that it's about 15 minutes time limit. They're on a different server, and the score is going to be 2-1. Do you have any information about if they restarted the round, or if they're going to give them Uber and gave them middle point, because that was the scenario?
I'm not sure what the ruling is on that, to be honest. Maybe Campo, if he's listening in, will know.
Usually the teams figure it out themselves. I don't think ETF2L... yeah, they have a lot of say, but I don't think they usually do. I don't think there's a specific ruling for that. But obviously, fair game. It depends on whether or not the teams are going to give them fair game or not.
Oh, I think it should be... Well, if I was going to be fair, it should be Pokemon's get middle. Both teams really disagree with that. As in, they get middle. Because that's where they were, they wouldn't it? And, well, no, the Uber can be built on their way, so yeah.
Yeah, I guess. But obviously, like... in about 15 minutes, Pokemon should have middle, both teams should have Uber. And then
yeah, exactly. So I think Pokemons would be happy with that. I'm just hoping that both teams will actually agree to that. I'm not sure.
We'll have to wait and see.
Maybe
how
it'll
this
just
exactly
be.
goes. I guess we'll see in just a little bit what both teams decide. Obviously, we have the chat open. We know what both teams are saying towards each other, and obviously we have Byte on IRC just contacting pretty much everyone because he's better at multitasking than I am. So that's why he's doing it, and I'm just sitting here talking to you guys. Time limit was 13 minutes and 45 seconds when we paused. 14 minutes seems more than fair. And they're just gonna keep on moving. Killer for Kyler is already saying this server was perfectly fine. This server is perfectly fine, just like the other one. He's throwing some salt in the wounds already, but doesn't matter. Gonna see what's gonna happen here as we have the Pokemon's probably just gonna pick up that middle point if they start at about 14 minutes or so. We'll see how it goes.
Okay, let's see. Are they just gonna restart that round? I guess they are. They don't want to go into silly nitpicking minor details, i.e. holding the middle, but
I'm seriously, like, I really expect, like, Kritzonite is probably the most fair player I've seen in Premiership ever. He's, like, the fairest player. He's always just like, no, you guys got the middle, you can take it. Like, he just wants them to go on the way they are. He's an amazing guy in general. Just make sure that sportsmanship is above anything else. So, we'll see how it exactly is going to go, but knowing Kritzonite a little bit, he's going to give Pokemons the middle, and then they're just going to start at about 14 minutes, and we'll have to wait and see how this exactly is going to go. As, there's a lot of banter in between the teams.
Indeed.
That's going to, to be fair though, that's going to favor Pokemons, because I think...
It's going to fuel them, I think, for sure.
All they do is banter and whine and annoy people, while Kritzonite and his mates over at Quarantine, they only have Koeitje, who really annoys the crap out of the entire universe, instead of having 6 players who do that.
I think Koeitje obviously had his fair share of complaining about the server wasn't good, so obviously he's made his mark and he got them to switch during the game, halfway during the first map. And here we are, Pledged. I suppose it's up to them at the end of the day between the two teams to decide if they want to switch and think and deem what Koeitje has said. Have they actually started?
No, they haven't
surely.
No, they haven't.
Oh, no, surely. Yep. No, I suppose it's up to the teams to just how it's been done and dealt with. Looks like they're going to go live here. They are saying good luck, have fun here, Pledge. So, do we need to do an intro or?
No, not really. I guess we're just going to keep on going here, as both of these teams are probably going to ready up here any second. We saw one good luck, have fun already coming out, but no one else responded. So it was just Gubbins getting her hopes up that they started quickly. But we're going to have to wait a little bit longer here. And we'll have to wait and see. Koeitje is, at least Koeitje is very happy with the server.
Indeed, but
so that's I guess it's fine.
While they busy banter about and ready up here, did you obviously the match on Thursday between Broda and Crackland was a very tight-lipped game, wasn't it? 4-2 in favour of Crackland. Looks like they've actually gone live, have they?
Yeah, they have actually gone live. I'm pleasantly surprised at how fast that went by. I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna see both teams going into this middle. Let's see what exactly is gonna happen. Obviously, we don't have clear things about the rulings or anything like that, but it is gonna be 14 minutes. Is Quarantine going in the middle? It doesn't look like they are. Nope, they're going towards middle. They're just going to fight for it. 14 minutes, scores 2-1, ladies and gentlemen. It might have been 3-1, actually. We don't know that, we missed about 90 seconds, so we'll have to wait and see how this is going to go, as Quarantine now comes in and gets absolutely smothered so far. 4 versus 2 in favor of the Pokemons. Now that I think, they might be 3-1 up already. Like,
Evilmoon goes down to some sticky setup by Fu. However, if they go forward quick enough here and the scout goes down, their second will be there, so actually that drop will not be... They should be on second, won't they? Yeah, they should be on second here, but that scout needs... No, Gubbins, you need to hold a little bit further forward so the spam can't come in. I wonder if they'll let them have it. Will they let them have it for free? It looks like they will. The soldier's actually on it, you see, this is why... Oh, he actually did let them come on. That was a bit risky because the scouts might go down here, and then you can see Coinz goes down. Bit surprised how Gubbins played that, but he is taking on the scout who is... stupidly gone in. Zappis, not very smart there. Because they've got nice spawns here, he needs to get out really, in my opinion, which he has done now, luckily for him, with on 15 HP. And And obviously, like we said, Pledge. So the score currently is, for those asking on Source TV, 2-1 in favour of Pokemons.
As far as we know.
No, it is 2-1.
Okay. So, like in the 90 seconds that we missed, obviously there was no.
Yeah, I can just see them banter going on. So there you can see Zappis has gone sniper, taking down Darn. Darn will be thinking, haha, my fellow Finnish friend, you can go sniper, so can I. And I can just see Darn maybe going spy or sniper for this next bit. Let's see what he does. Maybe Haunter has told him not to. No, he's actually told him not to. Oh, there you go, he's gone sniper. And it's going to be a pick here. They're going to go for a pick here, Pledge, to see if they can get maybe a demo medic or soldier, and they'll feed off that Pokemon's.
Yeah, pushing into quarantine, a team that is so stable and so just good at doing absolutely nothing, apart from defending. You really do not want to push in there without an advantage. It's usually going to be your death wish, and we'll have to wait and see what exactly is going to happen here as we have quarantine on 100%, obviously, and Pokemon's on 100% themselves. They're just going to wait it out.
Looking to push on the left.
Like, I'm not really sure. Zappis again gets Darn. And quarantine, they're not a team to push on this one. They're not. They're just going to sit here.
Are they going to prove you wrong? Ooh, no.
2 picks, is that enough? No.
It should be. It should be. It really should be.
There they go.
If they don't push, there we can see. They've actually... Oh, the medic's dropped him in time and he's Ubered. He doesn't actually have... Oh, dear. The Uber has not been forced. And Kritzonite actually drops Kalhó. And at this point, them trying to cap this is not going to work. And Koeitje goes down. They are 2 players down. Remember, they still have an Uber charge advantage here. Pledge. They're going to have to push here, surely. Come on, they are 2 players. There is a scout up top as well, hiding. Look at Zappis. No one's seen him. Zappis is just seeing him. He's going to get me. Oh, he just leaves him. He just leaves him.
It needs to be forced reasonably quickly, though. Gubbins did go down to a sticky trap of Fuo, but he's going to spawn in about 2 or so seconds.
Down.
There we go. The picks are
going in. Back up. Back up. He's actually got it.
Oh, wow. Okay. That is absolutely perfect play by Lemon and Zappis. Yeah, Zappis actually got a 2-for-1 going there, killing off both scouts. Staying alive himself. He's going to come in, try and get something done. Not going to work out, though, as Finnish superstar soldier Darn is going to be able to pick off his Finnish mate. And Evilmoon together with Darn now able to cap this point off. Everyone's getting the forwards. And we're sort of back to a similar scenario where really there's a massive advantage here for the Pokemons. They're going to be able to play on this one. But obviously, oh, well played by Darn. That was great.
Interesting now to see if they just play it safe. Darn, I mean, I don't know if they figured it out, but Darn didn't really need to go for the medic, so to speak, because they already had, an advantage. But obviously now they have a full 100% advantage as opposed to a 40% advantage one. So now the heavy's surely going to push up top here with the Uber. No, they drop down.
If they went up top, Zappis was looking there. That's probably the call. Zappis was looking.
Yeah, and Koeiche's gone engineer. It's not going to be useful in the slightest. A level 1 SG, that's utter useless there. Yep. No, this is Delman. Delman's not been focused here. Delman needs to be focused. Help this heavy, otherwise he's going to go down. The heavy goes down. Zappis does a lot of damage. No one focuses Delman. Darn is going to focus onto Delman now. Kritzonite goes down. It's all up to Fuo and Koeitje. It's all up to Koeitje now. And I can't see it happening. Not with the stickies. Yep. And there we can go. It is 3-1 in favour of Pokemons. And only 9 minutes left on the clock here, Pledge. I say Kritzonite. Quarantine are going to have to come up with something big.
Yeah, they need to get just a very clear middle. I think that is the easiest way to just get back into a game, is to get a clear middle. Like, you don't even have to completely wipe the enemy team, but just getting, like, a 3-front hill or a 4-2 or something like that. Just very, like a clear advantage, as I said. And we're going to have to wait and see. Much of that is going to come down to can Fuo lock down Gubbins like he has done for a long time already. It looks like a little bit of damage getting done to both Devilman at this moment in time. It's even so far that this middle might actually go... Yep, this middle is going into Quarantine's favour.
Gubbins going huge! Loving the sticky placement there by Gubbins, getting a pick apiece. That was very, very well timed by him. And it's now 4 versus 4. It's up to that scout if he stays alive. He does stay alive. But no, Coinz goes down, so it's first... And they've actually crits! And the medic doesn't have it in time, and it's all up to Kyler. And obviously Kritzonite, like I said, Pledge, he knows that they're running out of time. And they've gone crits to obviously get the round, and it's worked for them, but that no one's actually capped middle.
I'm officially blind for missing that crits completely. Part of it was just that I did not even think about Kritzonite actually going crits. And that might sound confusing because his name obviously insinuates it, but he is a medic that plays it so safe. He rarely goes crits. He rarely does it.
Soldier hiding.
At the times that he's doing it at the right spot. Let's see, can Lime get a pick here onto the players of the Pokemons? I doubt it, but if he can, it's gonna have to be a big one. Because obviously they're giving up a free player. Here we go. Oh my god. Yup, it's a free pick. Well played to Lime.
Oh, but Darn takes down Kritzonite.
Yep.
So it's still 4 versus 4, and it's all, I'm all about the spam here. Gubbins is in the wrong place. Gubbins is going down. Gubbins has gone down, and it's all up to... It's all DM here. Oh, look how weak they are. 1 HP. Zappis is 1 HP. Coinz is going to get... Yeah, Coinz has cleaned up. Wow, what an interesting round so far. Basically, the medics have been picked off a piece through ninjas and flanking. The DMs have all been like very, very close with low HP, and it's all relied upon one person to clean up. Unbelievable so far.
I'm so confused because Hunt actually missed like 4 shotgun shots onto Zappis, who was 1 HP. That could have been so much easier, but in the end it took them a long while. Looking at the Uber speed rate, Kritzonite is still in that crit streak, yeah. So we're gonna have to wait and see on that one. I know Fu is quite a good domain with a crit streak, so we're gonna have to wait and see how is that guy gonna be able to anticipate on the position of the Pokemons.
They're pushing left. They're pushing left. Oh, they're gonna get sandwiched here. They need to be careful. It's been called. Surely it's been called. They're gonna crits here. Yep, they have crits, but it's been to no avail because Evilmoon has figured it out. Gubbins gets a triple sticky kill.
Quadra kill actually already. Manages to pull that off, and he gets a 5-man. God, Gubbins suddenly pulling it out of the bag, and apparently, according to Koeitje, it was a completely blind detonation. So it was a. To be fair, that's the best sort of downwind frags that you can get. But you know that crap. That's seriously.
Definitely.
If you do it completely blind, those are the most fun multi-kills you can get in the game.
Now they're going to try and force this Uber, but the scout goes down, Koeitje goes down for all his woes as well. And you know what? It was a blind debt in the fact that he was on the right-hand side, but he put stickies on the left on purpose, just in case they did. So it was well played by Gubbins. Like, there's no discredit to him whatsoever. Just clearly the fact that he got a triple kill on Koeitje and it didn't count. And the scout's in on the left. The stickies don't actually do anything. Fu doesn't detonate in time. And now they're in trouble here. They need to kill the medic. They kill the Doman instead, which is actually really good play. And the medic's under pressure. The medic goes down. Coinz flanks in. They're all over the place here, Quarantine, and they should be pushing to last. I know they've Ubered, but they just lost 5 fresh here, Pledge. They've got to push. Push quicker.
Why are they capping this one off? Like, I have no idea why Gubbins just stayed there for like 3 or 4 seconds. He could have just sit on that last. Already have 5 stickies at the door. He's going to be there now, though. Gets assassinated, but gets the 180 degrees pipe in his face. Doesn't matter whatsoever, though. His Pokemon's going to pick up 2-0 in this session, already 2-1 in the other session, which creates a 4-1 lead in general. And obviously, with about 5 minutes left on the clock, time is starting to run out for Quarantine. They need to do it, and they need to do it now.
No, I don't think they can do it. 4-1? 5 minutes? Not with how they're playing. Yeah, mathematically, yes.
6-4, there you go.
But no. I can't see it happening. They're just going to go all aggressive air Quarantine. I can see them maybe going all over the point here, or just across, and just giving up. Maybe they are trying to get on the soldier. The soldier's been a real pain here. Look at this soldier here. I think it's Haunter. He's always the bait, the distraction, so that the rest can get onto the point here. However, the soldier has pushed aggressively over the point, and they're all out of shape here. Gubbins is too weak, and you know what? This is really smart by Pokemons because look at all the Pokemon players pledged. 58, 45, 43. They need to get out. Need to get out completely.
Seriously, 1 or 2 perfectly placed stickies or rockets, and like 3 people die simultaneously, so they just need to get the hell out. It's exactly what they do. They're healing up, but they're still low on health. And obviously, if Quarantine could see what we are seeing, they would have pushed a lot more aggressive there. They're not going to do it, though. They're going to play it safe. Obviously, playing safe with this little time left on the clock, it's not really an option.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. Like I said, maybe they get a round or 2, but just crawl it back to 4 or I can't see it happening. And now you can see Evilmoon hasn't actually Ubered. He now Ubers Haunter. Buys a lot of time. Haunter needs to be a little bit careful because he's out of range. The medic is weak. The medic goes down. Well played by Haunter. He's going to get picked off surely. No, he's not. Yes, he is. But nonetheless, they have actually, Pokemons have lost 3 players. What can Dan do up top? But he gets taken down by Zappis, who is very weak up top. Is it Zappis? No, he's not very weak. Sorry, it's Fu that's weak. Zappis is on 101. They need to get out here. Be very, very careful. They have got spawners here, Pledge.
I was expecting Gubbins to actually try and defend that one. He's opting to do the smart move, though, which is to just drop back, play it safe, and obviously with a medic advantage. I can only assume that the Quarantine might be able to make a move here, but actually, when I think about it, Quarantine does not make moves. They just kind of sit back and push when they have Uber, and that's exactly what they do. And, we're probably going to have to wait and see now. Kritzonite, is he going to run the
They are trying to push on the right side. They're trying to push on the right side. Haunter needs some help here on the right, and he goes down and gets absolutely roasted. The medic goes for a slice. Gets maybe 1, I'm not sure. No, he doesn't get any slice. And they are about to cap here. There is a soldier on the point. Who can stop him? No one can stop him. And it's now 2-1, which is basically 4-2.
Yeah.
in favor of Pokemons. There is 2 minutes on the clock, or 2 minutes 40 seconds.
Yeah, 3 minutes, a little bit less than 3 minutes or so. So technically, again, it is still possible. But obviously, Quarantine needs to get round after round after round. Well, they haven't done that for 27 minutes. So obviously, the odds are very slim. But the odds are there, and obviously us as commentators, all we need to do is to just keep reminding everyone of those odds. And let's see, can Quarantine pull it back? It would be one hell of a comeback if they can.
Indeed.
It's going to depend on everything on this middle, and we can see the first frag already going Pokemon's way. That's already a 6 versus 5, but actually Fuo and Lime getting a lot of picks done. Evilmoon under a lot of pressure. Evilmoon might pick this one up.
Evilmoon goes down, Zappis takes down. In fact, they are 5 players down here, and it's only Kyler. Where is Kyler? He's on middle.
Around.
He gets taken down instantly. And you know what? Quarantine are thinking, yeah, let's try and go for the golden cap, because you know they still think it's possible. Haunter will be saying, Haunter's going sniper, so someone go heavy maybe?
Gets
Kyler,
two engineers, 2 heavies. Just stall,
just to buy the
all day
time,
long.
yeah. Heavy, surely. No heavy, wow.
What is Quarantine doing? Why are they not pushing last? They're just like, no, it's okay, we'll wait for everything. No, you just need to go. Now they're going, finally. God, they took about 20 seconds to actually get ready on this one. Kill the heavy.
Zappis goes down, and Don's going to get the other pick. Don's going to get that other pick. Lime is out of action here, so all they need to do is get on the point. And they have done, and they are 3 players down. The down man's in trouble. He's about to go down as well. Oh no, is he? Yeah, he's still very weak, and it's Soldier up top. He's got no health. He's on the point. Oh, body shot by Haunter. Where is Zappis?
No, there's no way. There's no way in hell right now. Haunter actually saved. Haunter, not necessarily a sniper saving that one.
He just got a pick on Zappis.
God, I cannot believe that. But no, that's going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. I was actually looking forward to seeing if this could be done, but in the end, it's not going to be able to get done. Quarantine took a little bit too long. The players from the Pokemon spawned. And at the end, it was just too little, too late. Quarantine is going for it, though. They want to be able to get that 4-3 down. Who knows? They may actually get in some sort of weird map-based scenario, because obviously all 3 teams are 3 points, so this might go completely crazy. They're going for it. They want to cap this one off, and they probably will. Lick the point. There we go. They are licking the point. So it's 4-3. It's going to be the official scoreline, ladies and gentlemen, here. As we have 14 seconds left on the clock, the GGs are going to be called here, and 4-3. That's not a scoreline that was really deserving of the game. Let's be fair, the Pokemons were a lot better, but they kind of slipped out of their attention in the last 5 minutes. And Quarantine happily going to say thank you very much. It's 4-3, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be the scoreline today, at least in the first map here on CP Granary, between Quarantine and the Pokemons here, who are both on 3 points, pretty much dead last, together with Doctrinal. And our Pokemon taking a little bit of a lead there, but obviously they need to keep that up on Process. This is VanillaTV's second map Process, coming up here in a little bit with Pledge Byte and Admirable. But first, this. We'll be right back.